Hi everyone, today we're going to be exploring Word Lab 2, refining and revising a document. So we're going to start first by making the corrections. You want to clean up the spelling and grammar that Word has identified, so the document is free of spelling errors. So there are two ways of doing this. You see this incorrect word? You can either right click it and you see right here choices below. You can click on the correct word and simply just it corrects by itself. Or if you have a lot of errors, it's going to take a while doing that. So you go to the Review tab, you click on the tool Spelling and Grammar, and as you see here, a little window shows up. The incorrect word is highlighted, and the choices are over here. You click on Change, and if it's a repeated word, you click on Delete. Say if it's a name, you can just simply click Ignore once. But usually they're incorrect words. Change, you can also auto-correct it if you want. That way it corrects by itself once you type it instead of clicking the spelling and grammar tool. And you keep clicking change, and once it is done, it will show a little window. See, here's the icon that shows that there is no errors at the moment. So if there was an X, then you would know that there's an error in the document. Now to go to the thesaurus, this is for if you want to find any synonyms or antonyms to a word. So say ideas, you can right click it and you can go to synonyms, and here's a list of choices that you can replace it with for thoughts, and as you see here, it replaced it. Or another thing you could do is you can go to the little icon here that says thesaurus and you click on it, and you can either type in the word here, or you can just highlight the word happy and click on thesaurus, and you see here a list of synonyms, and over here you can see an antonym: unlucky, sad. I want to click on pleased, and you go to the side and you can see a little arrow. You click and to insert it, and there we go. Now, to make editing easier, you can use the Find and Replace feature to find text in a document and replace it with other text as directed. So this feature would be in the Home tab. You see where it says Editing, you click on it, and you can see Find, Replace, and Select. To find a word, you would go here. So tour. You want to replace tour with trip. You can, you want to replace it with trip. If you want to replace trip with tour, you can click on it. Here you see some thumbnails. It's the phrases where it contains the word trip. If you want to replace it, you click on this arrow and you see some choices here that says advanced, find, or replace. You click on replace and a little window shows up. It says find what? Trip, and you want to replace it with tour. You can look for a specific word with the word trip in it, and you can click on find next, and it finds it over here as you see. Or you can just replace all of them with tour. Okay, and as you see here, now you see tour, and these are the new words that are replacing tour. Okay. Now we are going to help change indents and line spacings. There are different ways you can change the indents in a paragraph. For example, if you want to indent the first line, you can simply click in front of the word, and you can click right here on the margin where it says first line indent. You can move it up to where you want over here, and as you can see here, it indented. Another thing you could do is you can highlight the whole document with Control A, and if you want for each first line to be indented, you can do that. Or if you want to have a hanging indent, you can move it, and look, it's a hanging phrase over here. Now say if you want this to be indented on the other side, you can just simply move this a little bit more, and there you go. Now you have a whole document with indentation and hanging indentation. Okay. Now another thing is line spacing. Sometimes the sentences are too close together, so you would go to paragraph in the home tab and you can click on advanced paragraphing. There's also a little icon that says line and paragraph spacing. If you want it to be 1.5, as you can see here, the paragraph is more spaced. You can go to 2, 2.5, or 3. Now if you want to remove the space after the paragraph, you can remove the space and they come closer together. Or you can add space after the paragraph. As you can see over here, you remove it and you add it. You can go to even more options over here. It's a little bit more advanced as well. You can put it to the center, as you see over here, or to the right. Say I want it in the center, and as you can see, it puts it to the center. Say I want my whole paragraph double space. You click Control A to highlight all, and you click on double space, or 1.5. Now everything is spaced 1.5, as you see. Another thing you can do is also, say you want to add date and time. You can click at the top right here, enter 2 times. Now if it's a letter or something and you want to add the date, you can go to the Insert tab, and here you see a list of choices. You would go to the text, and here's a little icon that says Insert Date and Time. You click on it, and these are different formats in which you would want to put your date. So I would just want to do this one, and you can set it as your default as well, and you click OK, and there you go. Now you have the date, and you can also insert the time, but I just put in this case the date. Now to add color highlighting as well as underlining, you would go back to the home tab and say I want this to be highlighted. You want to highlight a specific word, maybe so because it's important or something. You would go to the highlighting option, which is over here, and as you can see here, it highlights. You can pick different colors as well, green, whichever one. See? And now also there's also different ways to do it. To underline, you can, over here we have the little underline option. If you want to go more into depth, you can click on the arrow, and you see here different formats and types of underlining. You can also choose the underlining color as well. So red, and say you want a little dashed underline. There you go. You have it. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you for listening, and see you later.